Quick disclaimer, don't send hate to anybody mentioned in this video. This is solely for entertainment and informational purposes. There's evidently stuff on both sides of the stories that we have no idea about, so let's just cut each other some slack, alright? Okay, I think we're all mature enough to be on this platform now. Let's go into the video. Hey everyone, so I know I'm not supposed to have an opinion, but Jeremy did a crap ton of oopsies, and I have an opinion on this, so I'm gonna talk about it. Feel free to skip the recap, by the way, if you already know what the hell is happening, if you already know about, like, the whole Jeremy stuff. I'm going to talk about, like, the Koneko kitten things and my opinion on that, but if you already know what happened, then just skip the recap. I'm pretty funny in my opinion, though, so, like, give me the watch time. Alright, yes, I know, everybody's thinking the same thing. You're all like, boy, if you don't start doing original content right now, I swear to God. So anyways, thank you to the bros who actually enjoyed this content. My next video will be about Jake Paul, and so I'm going to skip a lot of the stuff that Jeremy said about things because they just did not need to be said. That's all you need to know. Bablox made a beautiful video about it, talking about it in a very serious manner how this is not okay. And I don't think I have to tell you that this is a wrong thing to do, so I'm just gonna skip some of it. Anyhow, we start our lovely story in what month is it? Dude, it's been literal ages. Oh my god, I'm late. Everybody's just talking about, like, around it, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna put straight. Jeremy specifically got banned from Adopt Me because he ignored TOS. That is literally it. There's nothing else to it. Ha, you thought. Anyways, so I shouldn't even have to point out that this is bad, but I'm just gonna say it here. Never ever do what Jeremy did, okay? Jeremy basically went specifically on eBay and searched for Adopt Me items to buy. First of all, this is against two forms of TOS. This is against Roblox's TOS, first of all, and second, it's against Adopt Me's TOS. And so I am clueless to, I don't know why he thinks he's in the right still. I don't know why Jeremy has, his mind is just like, yeah, so I did something against the TOS. But can you, like, unban me now? I just realized my mic settings were weird. Sorry about the weird audio in the beginning. I'm not redoing it. Ciao. Anyway, so after getting banned for buying items for real life money, real
40 to 50 US.
Jeremy, with his huge galaxy brain, his absolute 400 IQ self, decided to just tell everybody to spam Adopt Me and the developers to
At Tactful on Twitter.
Yeah, I really don't know why I thought he actually would do a good thing. You told your young and impressionable audience that literally plays Adopt Me to go spam some developers on Twitter to unban you. How childish. How old are you, Jeremy? You're literally 26 years old. Why is a kid telling you that this is a bad thing? So at first, only Tactful, aka Josh, was spammed, but then somehow New50 got involved, and then I actually think the main account of Adopt Me was spammed too, but basically Josh just had the most to do with it at this point. It just devolved into a whole spiral of who's gonna get the most clout, and Jeremy, being the one who started this whole mess, obviously made a video about it. That's the whole reason why they got spammed in the first place. And so then he made another video on it. And then he made another one. And then, okay, you get where I'm going from. Basically, Adopt Me was under fire. Jeremy did another oopsie after another oopsie. So I can't speak English, oh my god. And so naturally, Adopt Me is just like, you can stay in your little YouTube corner, okay? But we are the developers of your freaking game that you play for some reason. I don't know why. And I don't know why you decide to go and keep making alt accounts to go play it. Or we banned you. You're done. At first, somehow Jeremy got unbanned, and then there's like evidence of a Discord message somewhere lost in the relics of time that is just like, basically it just gives evidence to say that after Jeremy's main account permanent deletion, his account actually got banned. He was saying that, you know, he made an alt, and then Tactful went out of his way to go help him and get his stuff back because he trusted Jeremy, because Jeremy quoted that he did nothing wrong. He said he did nothing wrong and he had no idea what he did, and now we're here. They took time out of their day and they took time out of their like weeks that they were working on this to help you, Jeremy. And then you go and you do another oopsie. Once Adopt Me and the people on the team, specifically Tactful, found out that he had basically ignored TOS and specifically went out of his way to go buy stuff for real USD, they were suspicious. They were like, okay, so this dude just straight up lied to us. Okay, can my voice stop cracking though? So Jeremy somehow successfully manipulated Tactful and everybody else on the team. What's new? Literally nothing. Yep, I did it. I did the generic YouTuber side, and yeah, I'm disappointed in myself. And I would just like to say that basically they just beefed it out on Twitter, and I don't agree with this part. Basically, Tactful had everything public because Jeremy decided to keep it public, and then Jeremy, when he made a video about it, in one of his videos, he was basically just like, oh my god, they targeted me, he did it in public. Which, first of all, if you're being attacked by someone, or if you're literally being cyberbullied by like millions of fans, or at least probably like around 500k, you're going to get defensive. And that goes for both sides, not just Tactful. Jeremy got super defensive and made a bunch of videos on it. Does that make it right? Absolutely not. That does not justify it, but I can understand where he's coming from. I can understand how Tactful was like, okay, so you want to go. But I don't understand why Jeremy decided to make a bunch of videos victimizing himself about it when Tactful, you know, was just like, hey, stop. And then Adopt Me did a video on it, so they're both just beefing it on videos now, and I don't agree with any of them. Both of them are making more drama than it has to be. Do I think this is Tactful's fault, or do I think this is Team Adopt Me's fault? Absolutely not, because Jeremy came out first and did it, and this has just become a whole thing of pointing fingers at this point. It's just saying like, oh, he did it first, but I know it sounds dumb, but yeah, Jeremy did do a bunch of stuff. And then Tactful and the Team Adopt Me, Newfissy, and other people that got involved were just trying to stop it and doing their job, basically. And then this happens. I think Adopt Me's video was much better, just because sticking to the fact that they're very factual about it and they're just explaining what's happening. Meanwhile, Jeremy is just like, ayo, so they both have very like sad tones to them. They both have very, you know, dramatic elements to them. But does that mean that they are both bad? Not really. I tend to go to Adopt Me's side of this and just say, hey, I side with you, just because I understand that it can be really, really hard if someone is literally attacking you about something that you didn't do. Overall, Jeremy not holding himself accountable for literally anything and everything can make it super annoying to watch this all happen, and it can also hurt so many people, because at the end of the day, you know, you're sitting down and you're thinking, did I do good today? And then you go over and you see that there's a bunch of people saying, hey, you did something wrong, and you're just so blinded to the fact that you don't even open yourself up to the fact that maybe I did do something wrong. Maybe I made a mistake. That's saying something about you, Jeremy. That's saying something about Jeremy. That's not saying something about Adopt Me. And that saying can go a lot of ways, because I know a lot of the times we live in a society, that meme is dead, but there's a lot of negativity, I guess. I don't know if I picked the right word because I'm trying to say something else, but there's a lot of stuff that can add on to that. It's really about circumstance. Not every time that someone opens up the internet and sees hate comments, not every time that happens does that mean that the YouTuber or the influencer is in the wrong. It just means people suck sometimes. But in this case, it means that Jeremy actually was in the wrong because there is proof that he didn't follow the rules, and some rules are dumb, but this rule is not. You're not supposed to pay USD to cheat in a game to get stuff. Go to pay to win games. Go back to obbies, okay? Go back to the weird obbies that have nothing to do with what the title says, okay? You can go to the pay to win games, and you can pay Robux, but you can't pay real life USD for an Adopt Me game, or a game that has pets or something. You can't pay to get an advantage. And those of you who already are following the whole situation, you're probably just like, oh, well, you know, he was just trying to give them to his viewers. He's trying to be nice. Oh my God, Barry, why are you so... And I'm sitting here like, okay, well, if someone, you know, let's say, push someone off a bridge, for instance. This is a very harsh resemblance, but if someone pushed someone off a bridge, and they turned around and they're like, so I was doing them a favor. I was doing them a favor because I was giving them the sweet release of death. And then you're sitting here like, oh, whoa, they just committed first-degree murder. You don't, you know, you see what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense. That's a very harsh comparison. But what I'm trying to say is that you can't just do whatever you want and then justify it by saying, oh, I was doing a good thing because blah blah blah. That's not how that works. And again, I'm not calling Jeremy a murderer. I'm just giving an example of my thoughts and what this can be. And I know a lot of people are going to take this seriously, but that's just my opinion. Because by doing this and by like immediately showing just bad behavior in general, or just showing he did something, he's like, oh, you can do this too. That's not a very good look. And Jeremy, no, he did not push someone off a bridge, but he did do something wrong, and he has to admit to that, and that's where I'm saying he should hold himself accountable, but he doesn't. I hope everybody gets where I'm coming from, because I just spent like 30 minutes trying to work on saying that right. Conclusion to this chapter: Jeremy did an oopsie, and then didn't hold himself accountable to an oopsie, and then continued to do, yeah. His main account got deleted because he ignored TOS. His alt accounts, all of them, I'm pretty sure, got deleted. And he got blocked on Twitter because he started stuff. So now we're here. Guys, this is so sad. Can we get a like? That's a joke. Please don't take that seriously. But yes, likes are appreciated. I took time out of my day to lose brain cells trying to explain the situation. Hello friends, and greetings to everybody else who decided to skip. I know you guys skipped, but you don't need to know my opinion on some stuff. That's completely fine. That's okay. I don't really care. Anyhow, this section is going to be about all the other YouTube drama not correlated directly to Adopt Me that Jeremy has decided to start. And for those of you who are new to the situation, yes, that did happen. I'm really sorry you have to hear this. But yeah, Koneko Kitten made a whole video about it. I think a few other people made a video about it. Chloe Games definitely made a video about it. My friend Bayblox made a whole video about it. You know, kinda everybody knows at this point. It's not a big secret that Jeremy decided to do that. But you know what? Doesn't matter. He did a bunch of oopsies. I'm gonna talk about it. So Jeremy made a 3-part series. That sounds familiar. Making a series about other YouTubers or criticizing them. Where have I heard that before? You know what? I have never heard of that because that idea simply does not exist on our friendly neighborhood YouTube. Yes, it does. It really does, you guys. What? Oh. Oh, hi. Sorry about that. I was just frantically typing for help. Don't mind me. So Jeremy made a video about Koneko Kitten, and then deleted the video about Koneko Kitten and left. I think there's a 2-part series. It might have been talking about other people. Let me watch it. I'm gonna give him the views. Whatever. I don't care. So I recorded it and the audio was bad, but basically all he said was that, you know, if you have a great mindset and you go forward with stuff, you're not gonna have a negative mindset, which is already pre-intended in the phrase. But I don't know, man. Basically all he was saying was that he did some oopsies, he received some hate, and he sent some hate. He mostly just said he received some hate, but you know what? I'll cut him some slack. Time to go over and make some points on his other videos that me and Roblox just discovered he deleted. That's great. I have to go find internet archives now. Actually, it was all Roblox. I didn't do anything, so thank you, Roblox. She also somehow incredibly decided to record all of his videos that he did on like Koneko and stuff, and I'm sitting here like, bro, I am so late. But anyway, she sent them to me. I'm really happy. Thank you so much. I'm so slow. I'm sorry. But anyway, me and Roblox both agreed that our posts would be at the same time because that's funny. So go watch hers after you're done watching mine. Without further ado, let us go watch these whack videos. Are you with me? Probably not.
Koneko Kitten has just reached 1 million subscribers. I am going to be showing you today how he did it and how you can apply it to grow your own channel and make a lot of money if you choose.
Okay, he's taking one of those channel type things. That's lovely. But I don't see why he doesn't use his own channel as an example, because he is a fairly big YouTuber. Why is he just calling out Koneko Kitten and stuff? Like, bruh.
How does he do this? Well, he basically takes trending topics in the Roblox community and he makes a video explaining them. He's made videos on me, on Albert, a lot of big YouTubers such as Russo and other people. Effectively, we've seen this done on a whole bigger level with Drama Alert, which isn't the best channel ever.
Did he really just slightly shade Koneko Kitten by comparing him to Drama Alert? What the heck?
A lot of people aren't too happy with this channel. It's not the best example of a good commentary channel, but I mean, it's grown really well. Now, a person by the name of Leafy actually popularized this trend.
Okay, we get it. Leafy made commentary. Next subject. Oh wait, he also mentions Leafy's ban, so yeah, that happened. I don't really think this has to do anything with it, but okay.
But he recently got banned off YouTube, and I'm going to explain why this is a bit of a concern for Koneko. I would say Koneko's biggest platform of involvement is Twitter. This is where he finds all his news and all his things to talk about. He's always active on Twitter, tweeting many times a day. He just tweeted as he hits a mill that I had not a lot before this whole YouTube gig, and it's turned my life around pretty hard. Where it becomes a really big gray area is Koneko is obviously a big fan of Leafy, who just got fully banned off YouTube. I invest in stocks. This was only added here recently. I talked to Koneko Kitten a lot, by the way. He's made quite a lot of videos on me as well as other YouTubers, and I don't really mind, but let's talk about this. So I invest in stocks. Leafy is here. Keemstar also claimed in the podcast that Leafy took 2 mil of his YouTube earnings to invest in the stock.
All right, so a few things. First of all, I don't get why him being a fan of Leafy, I don't get why that is a big thing. I don't get why that's a problem. And second, a lot of people, like literally everybody invests in stocks. A lot of people who are fortunate enough to do so invest in stocks. It's just not a big deal. I guess he's just trying to compare Leafy to Koneko Kitten as if Koneko is super inspired by him or whatever, and it's such a shame that maybe he will suffer the same fate as him or get banned. This adds zero reasoning to his argument, but okay.
The slightly less favorable side of this is Koneko will speak out a lot about YouTubers.
As do most commentary channels. Thank you for pointing that out, Jeremy.
I mean, or other YouTubers doing things such as Cole. He made a lot of videos on Cole, and Cole disappeared forever. I think when someone's obviously dealing with a lot of mental health, it's not very good to put them in the spotlight like this.
Alright, so I have no idea what Cole was going through, but just because he has a mental health issue, or supposedly does have a mental health issue, does not mean that whatever he did is automatically justified, and that it doesn't mean that people are automatically just not okay to talk about how this is bad and how he made a mistake. Evidently, I don't try to take away anything from Coral in this situation. If he was dealing with mental health, then in that case it was not his fault, but it was his responsibility, and he did not take that chance.
And he seems to have applied this to a lot of people over time. Most prolifically, this is Albert, aka Flamingo. He has made tireless amounts of videos talking about Flamingo, as well as other YouTubers like we mentioned. This allows people to familiarize themselves with Koneko because they know Albert, they know Flamingo, and him having a relationship with Albert is very important in growing his channel. But how did someone that's obviously not putting a lot of effort into their whole aesthetic grow so fast in Roblox? And that is very simple. They've made a lot of videos talking about hot topics, but I can tell you why this is a good and a really bad thing at the same time. This is his 1 million sub video. You can see he doesn't look that happy. He more looks like he's probably carrying a lot of guilt.
What a very astute observation you have made, Jeremy. And you want to know why Koneko looks very guilty? It's because they feel super guilty that they lost a friend. They lost a friend that they knew very well. They took their own life, or either they took their own life or they somehow died. And they evidently feel very undeserving of what they have accomplished because they realize that there are people that can't share it with them. For those of you who don't know, I lost a friend too. He took his own life, and I still feel very guilty, and I still wish very deeply that I could just have maybe another day to spend time with him. When you lose a friend, you lose someone you love and appreciate and respect deeply. I don't think it's right for Jeremy to just go around and say, oh, Koneko equals sociopath because they don't feel happy that they made an achievement. Oh my god, no. They're hurting. They're actually hurting. I don't understand why it's so hard to see. For Jeremy to go out and point out that and constantly just like shame Koneko for doing that feels very gross.
We've seen how he's made tons of videos on Cole, other YouTubers, Flamingo. He's made videos on me. I agree with maybe 2 or 3 of these.
Am I the only one who finds it highly ironic that he says that he agrees with some of the videos that Koneko made on him, and then proceeds to make a bunch of videos saying why he doesn't agree with...
There's around 6 of them. Each time he wouldn't reach out to me, he would just go ahead and take a little bit of evidence and make a whole video about it. I think in retrospect, it's best to get both sides of the story first.
So, Koneko made a statement about this themselves.
And another thing, Jeremy, I did reach out to you multiple times. I talked to you privately on Twitter about numerous different situations that you were involved in with the Adopt Me team to get your perspective. You went ahead and deleted your Twitter account a while ago, so I can't go back and grab these direct messages.
Alright, now that that's settled.
And a lot of these is like, Adopt Me might get sued by Jeremy. I never said that in my life. I never actually said I was gonna sue them. What the heck? But yeah, 6 videos. There's around 4 million views on this. So he's made around $12,000 just talking about me. Just some random dude, right? The recent one, he basically pinned, I said what I said on Twitter to get unbanned from Adopt Me, which didn't happen. And that's where it gets a little frustrating. He made a video talking about Albert and accountability just a little bit after this, and the thing is, Albert was exposed for racism and saying some bad things, and he apologized on Twitter. I said some bad things on Twitter. I apologized on Twitter, but my apology was not accepted by Koneko.
At this point, Jeremy is just digging himself into a hole deeper than it needs to be. He is also making it seem like he just wants to say sorry just for the heck of it and for an easy way out instead of actually being sorry and changing for it, which is basically the whole reason why his apology was not accepted in the first place, so I don't understand that argument. Oh my god, I swear, I spent so long trying not to laugh on that line, I just could not. Anyhow, the whole reason flamingos apology was accepted is because he has clearly changed since 4 to 5 years ago when he made racist comments, and he has apologized and taken accountability for it, unlike Jeremy, who has apologized and taken zero credit or accountability for it. So there you go, consider that statement debunked.
He quickly took Albert's side of this. It's because from a business standpoint, Albert is like the biggest Roblox YouTuber and it's very easy to do this, but yeah.
Okay, Jeremy basically victimizes himself for the rest of the video, basically ignoring he did a wrong and saying Koneko Kitten, and I quote, nuked his channel, so we're moving on.
Everyone, what's up? My name is Jeremy and welcome back to another Roblox Adopt Me. What's up? My name is Jeremy and welcome back to another Roblox Adopt Me video. Today we get to draw out the Mega Neon Unicorn winner from yesterday, as well as 3 other Neon.
Alright, filler content. That sounds familiar. Moving on.
To lay the avatar online right now. All of my giveaways are legit. You can look into it. All real stuff. I'm working hard to get the beef is a keyword because this person we're about to talk about hates me with passion. But
hates you with passion. Nice. Hey guys, I got these neon unicorns. Also, Tactful kinda hates me. Am I the only one who finds it funny that those two are put together?
that's what the mystery is. I believe somehow.
I forgot this segment was supposed to be about the Koneko Kitten drama, so we're going back to that now.
I personally never thought I would see the day that this happens to Adopt Me.
If you could not tell, Jeremy decided to post one day after Koneko Kitten posted, or a few days after Koneko posted. Okay, while I'm editing this, I'm realizing I got them switched around. Koneko posted last, so that debunks my entire argument. Great. But I still think the point about him being a Koneko fan proves the point, so I'm keeping it in. Deal with it. Oh, is he inspired, or is he just a fan trying to get attention? Is this one of these plot twists? Who knows? We'll find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
It actually looks like Adopt Me is banning trading permanently in certain countries starting in 5 days time.
Alright, let's examine this footage, right? You see that he has the same type of format as Koneko Kitten, which doesn't really mean anything. There's many YouTubers who have the same format as Koneko Kitten, but the thing that sets him apart is that he actually started drama with Koneko Kitten. So, do you think he's a fan just trying to get attention and is actually really inspired by Koneko? Let me know in the comments. I don't know how to think about this.
That means players have 5 whole days.
Okay, I think we all get the point. Jeremy could be extremely inspired by Koneko. Maybe this is just another example of those weird fan meetups where the fan is so obsessed that they try to get their attention and do whatever it takes to do so, but I don't know, man. This is just really sus. I'm confused now. If Jeremy wants to turn to commentary, he's welcome to do so, although I'm not sure what his fan base would think about that, considering they are literally built off of Adopt Me, and I don't know if they'll be open to commentary, but he can do what he wants. I don't really care. He recently made a video called My Biggest Oopsies, and I want to see what it's about, just because I'm curious.
So, a bit of a fun little video here. I'm going to have a new video out in a few hours. I just wanted to talk about the whole getting hate, negativity and stuff, and how you can prevent this in your own life. It's really simple if you think about it.
Alright, strong start. It's very simple. Yes, it is. Thank you for noticing that, Jeremy.
So I've used this to help build my channel up, and I've also used this to bring myself down. If you've paid attention to the channel for the past few months, you probably at first was seeing me getting a lot of positive feedback and then me being met with a lot of negative feedback.
Well, I suppose I can respect him for being honest about it, I guess. He starts giving a positive, influential message, so I'm just gonna cut to that because Jeremy good. That's the only thing we haven't seen in this video, probably.
Start applying these day by day. So start thinking, I want to get successful in this. I want to study to become this. There's really endless possibilities to what you can apply this to. And if your own mind is in a negative, toxic space, you're only going to be attracting negative, toxic people, negative, toxic outcomes to your own life. So why did I create this for myself? I guess you could say I was testing the boundaries of reality.
Testing the boundaries of reality. Are we in the Matrix now? Am I missing something? If any of you remember that bit where he said, if you are toxic, you're going to attract toxic people, and it's not good. I have to respect him for coming out and saying that, because I think right now he realizes that he has honestly just committed a bunch of self-sabotage as well as sabotage for literally like everybody who was involved with his crap, so I appreciate him coming out to saying that.
And maybe I just wanted to learn a lot as a person. I mean, subconsciously we're creating all these little thoughts and frequencies. And yeah, I'd like you to start trying this if you haven't already. I know a lot of successful people do already know this stuff and apply it every day.
Supporting positive energy. I like it. However, he has made a few apologies that are now probably deleted. I can't find them anywhere on the internet, and I'm not sure if they're archived anywhere, but I'm not ready to accept his apology. Or series of apologies, I guess, for that matter, because there's about 2 or 3. I don't know if they're internet archived anywhere or anything, but there's quite a few of them, and they're all deleted now, so that's lovely. Because I was very salty about the whole Jeremy thing, I didn't really watch any of them, so I don't really have a say in what I think about the apologies themselves, but I do know this. Jeremy clearly apologized and then proceeded to do the same things he has been doing for quite a while now, and for that reason, I am not ready to accept any of his apologies whatsoever. In order for, I think, anybody to forgive him, I think he needs to show everybody that he has clearly changed, which can mean a lot of things for Jeremy, and it can mean a lot of adjustments for Jeremy, but that should be a good thing, because he's now learning, hopefully learning about this, but I just wish him the best on his journey with that, and I don't really send hate. Don't send hate to Jeremy. It's just gonna make you know better than him in the situation, so yeah. I know I came off very, like, sarcastic and stuff while saying stuff about Jeremy, and that's because comedy. I really just hope that Jeremy learns, and I kind of wish him the best. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, but you just spent like 30 minutes shading him, and I'm like, yeah, I did. But don't send hate. Anyhow, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to become a smallberry. For my smallberries who have been here for a little bit already, you know the drill. So it's probably 3 a.m. while I'm editing this, so I'm gonna go be a blob in my beanbag chair and go to sleep. Okay, bye!